This is terrific, let me tell you. Okay, what a great day for the Palmdale Regional Medical Center.
That's right.
Okay, and your name is?
Julie Montague.
Okay, and Julie, your position?
I'm the Director of Marketing.
Okay, and what is the event today?
Today we're having our grand opening ribbon cutting for our new acute rehabilitation unit that will be called the Rehabilitation Institute of Palmdale Regional. And the ARU for short, the ARU will be primarily for people with traumatic brain injury, stroke, that type of trauma where they need rehabilitation. So we have a 27-bed unit here. We have a training kitchen, a training living area, a gym that will house all sorts of rehabilitation equipment. We have the tracking system where people, if they're needing to learn to walk again, they're held up, you know, in a suit type thing so that they don't have the fear of falling, so that they will learn through the tracking system to walk again.
How great.
So it's very exciting.
How great. And how long did it take you to come to this ribbon
This has probably
cutting?
been in the works for the last 3 years.
Oh, okay.
So we've been basically building it probably the last year, but it's conceived about 3 years ago.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. Best of luck.
Thank you.
He's over there on the phone.
You know, you have to try to speak to
Sorry. We're getting the pictures.
Welcome everybody. We want to welcome everybody to the grand opening ribbon cutting of the Rehabilitation Institute of Palmdale Regional. I'm going to hand it over to our CEO, Dick Allen, and he's going to take it from here.
Thank you, Julie. Thank you all for coming out to watch the storm coming in from the north. It's a good place for that, isn't it? I'd like to welcome you all to Palmdale Regional Medical Center, and especially on a special day like today for the opening of the Rehab Institute at Palmdale Regional. It's a special place built for the care of people with head injuries, spinal cord injuries, strokes, and such. So we'll be doing some incredible work. Interestingly enough, it's the only facility that will be serving almost 750,000 people in the high desert. So it's a very important addition to the healthcare fabric of our community. I wanted to recognize a few people. First of all, from our board, Rick Norris, the chairman of our hospital board. Donna Gaddis, a board member, is there. She is back in the back. Jim Purdy, a member of our board. And Dr. John Yadigar, who's also on our board. What I'd also like to do is introduce our group vice president for Universal Health Services, Mike Finsel, who's a member of our board and is going to make a couple of comments that he didn't know he was going to do until a few minutes ago.
Talking has never been a problem for me. So I want to first thank you all for taking the time to come and help us celebrate the opening of this wonderful service. As Dick mentioned, he gave all the statistics as to why there's such a great opportunity here. But I remember when I first came to California 2.5 years ago and talked to Dick about the idea of creating a rehabilitation unit, he shared with me all the reasons why it makes so much sense to do it. And today, through his vision and his diligence, he was able to convince people like myself that this is the right thing for us to do in the Antelope Valley area. And I'm so impressed by what I've seen walking around. I've been here periodically through the construction just to see how the unit would evolve. And it far exceeds what I saw over those past several visits. So to Dick Allen and to the team that's here, congratulations on a wonderful unit. And my first question is, when will it be filled? second question, the Rehabilitation, what is it? Rehabilitation Institute of Palmdale Regional. That acronym is RIPPER. So we might want to think about something different. But I do want to commend Dick for his leadership in making this happen, and look forward to getting the feedback from all of you about the unit. Hopefully you don't have to use this service ever, but if you do, this is the place to come. We're going to provide excellent care for you, your family members, and friends, and I'm looking forward to the success that they all receive. Here you go.
Thank you, Matt. It's also an honor to have the members of the Hispanic Chamber and the Palmdale Chamber here, so thank you so much for your time. And Jim always wants his name out there, but Mayor Ledford. And I saw with Steve Hoffbauer, and hopefully I didn't miss anybody else. Very good, thank you. Before turning the reins over to the mayor, I'd like to introduce Ryan Tingey. Ryan's an associate administrator here at Palmdale Regional. He recently joined us from Houston, Texas, and I said, Ryan, your first job is to make sure this thing works. And so I'd like to have him come up and introduce some of the key members of the team.
This is a special day for us, especially the staff that have been training and waiting to open the unit. So it's my pleasure to introduce a few of our team members that are here today. First, our medical director, Dr. Fariba Vasali. And then beside her, Teresa Mendoza is our director of nursing for the unit. And now I've lost Trish. Where's Trish? In the back, Trish Watler is our manager for inpatient care. So I see some of our nurses are here as well, and we're really looking forward to opening the unit and serving the community. So thank you for being here.
Thank you, Ryan. Mayor Ledford, do you have any comments? Of course. You always have comments.
I do, thank you, Dick. You know, to have an acute care facility like this in the Antelope Valley, and specifically in Palmdale, it means a lot, not only to the patients, but to the patients' families. This is going to allow treatment locally, and convenient treatment locally for our residents. Now, I got an opportunity to meet the first patient, Barry, who was not an Antelope Valley resident, but he's here, and he had an episode that he's here for rehab. And he is just very appreciative, and I don't think he would mind naming this facility the Ripper. Now, I can't speak for him, but I would tell you this. I've asked him, has this process been tough on you? He says, yes, and that's what I want, because that's part of rehab, is extending yourself and taking yourself to a level that you're not comfortable in. And so he is very, very appreciative of that, and I can tell you that our community is very, very proud of Palmdale Regional Hospital. What you're bringing to our, really the entire Antelope Valley is convenience and connectivity with our family, and I think that's awesome. So thank you for that. We appreciate it from the city of Palmdale. We're going to take part in the ribbon cutting and those presentations, but thank you for letting me say a few words.
Thank you. That's right. Let's do that.
So our chambers, which chamber is going to run this one?
We all are. If anybody has a certificate, can you please come forward? Certificates, and then Hispanic Chamber and Palmdale Chamber.
You said yeah.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Isaac Barcelona, here representing Congressman Street Knight. And what an amazing facility, and what an amazing addition to your facility. So the Congressman put together this Congressional Certificate of Recognition honoring your ribbon cutting and wishing you the best of success. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, let's get a photo.
Well, good afternoon. My name is Glenna McKee, and I am a district representative for Assemblyman Tom Lackey. Unfortunately, Assemblyman Lackey left this morning going back to Sacramento, so whenever he's gone, I'm his face normally. So anyways, but what I would like to say, first of all, is that we're just so happy that the Palmdale Medical Center continues to grow, because that's something that I was somewhat, when I moved up here, I was like, oh my God, told my children, get me halfway down the hill so we can call the paramedics to take me the rest of the way. But anyway, so we're just so happy that everything is going and growing in Antelope Valley. And what I normally do is I try and share with you some of the words that Assemblyman Lackey, my ears are popping, would have shared had he been here. So, presented to Palmdale Regional Medical Center, Acute Rehabilitation Unit, in recognition of your grand opening, on behalf of the state of California, I extend my most sincere and heartfelt congratulations for the grand opening of your new Acute Rehabilitation Unit. Your service and commitment to the Antelope Valley and residents of Palmdale is worthy of recognition. Dated today's date, before I can't see it, I don't have my glasses. January 4th, 2000.
I'm going to say kudos to you, Glenn, because I don't have my glasses either. I'm not going to even try to read this. So we can just start. I am Donna Tremere, the new field deputy for the newly elected Supervisor Catherine Barker. So it's a pleasure to be here today, and she's very excited to get to know you all and work with you closely. You know, she knows some of you from many years of her work with Supervisor Antonovich. And as Glenn, on a personal note, I want to say just recently, my mother recently stayed here in the hospital for some services and had excellent care. And I want to thank you for that. It all went smoothly. And Catherine thanks you for your continued service of growing your services and meeting the medical needs of the community and the families in our valley.
Thank you.
Shake your hand. Thank you.
Good afternoon, how are you doing today? My name is Jorge Ventura. I am the president of the Antelope Valley Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. And I'll tell you that we are very excited to be here and be part of this growth. We are very content with the hospital. My wife, my family, and I are patients here. And,
Hopefully not a lot.
That's why we're here. They fixed us up really good. But it's really, great. I want to commend you on the excellent customer service level that you guys have downstairs. The staff is really, really good. We're excited about your growth. We want to congratulate you on the expansion and continued growth, of the hospital here. And on behalf of the Antelope Valley Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, we have a certificate for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Nicole Gray. I'm chairwoman for the Palmdale Chamber of Commerce, and we just want to welcome this unit to the community. But thank you for coming to Palmdale. This is a very needed facility. My father had needed rehabilitation care and actually had to go to Palm Springs. So I'm very personally thankful that you have seen the need and brought this here. So on behalf of the Palmdale Chamber of Commerce, we wish you much success. Thank you.
Thank you.
Last but not least.
So now the big question is, where do we put the ribbon? Right here, should we move over there?
We can move wherever you like, but I'm going to present our certificate. You know, the good thing about this, I get to speak first and last. This time I have our Mayor Pro Tem, Steve Hoffmeyer, is here to help, and we want to not only welcome, but congratulate Palmdale Regional Medical Center for certainly this acute rehabilitation unit. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not the first service that's going to come out of this facility that's going to serve the Antelope Valley in a way that we have not experienced in the past. Greater convenience of service that you can't find up here today is what our future is. And so it's a lot to look forward to. So we're very excited about this opportunity to recognize this opening, but more to come, we know. And I can tell you as a patient, I've been a patient a couple times here, fabulous care. They do fabulous, and the food's pretty good too. So what we have here is on behalf of our City Council, City of Palmdale, and Jim Purty. Where are you, Jim Purty? Come on up here. Join us in this welcoming. Now, he knew about this before the rest of us because he's on the board. But that actually helps, I think, with our communication and how we work together. So with that, we want to present this certificate of appreciation from the City of Palmdale. We're proud to have the Palmdale Regional Medical Center Acute Rehab Unit as a member of our community. Dick Allen, fabulous job. You and your staff, you're awesome. You do a great job, and you serve our community well. Thank you. Now, where do you want to cut the ribbon? 2, 3!
Start running with them. Hi, how are you? So all of our rooms don't look like this one.
Okay.
If you started here, they don't all look like this one. This is a transitional apartment. So some of our patients, before they go home, will have a queen-size bed here. So it's a place where they can adjust to returning to more of a home environment. So you see, we set it up more like a living room at home. It's an opportunity where if they've got a spouse, they can come and sleep in the bed with them, help them understand how to get in and out of a normal bed rather than their hospital bed. So we use it for training purposes. So you won't see this in the other rooms, but that's why it's a little unique in that we've got a space like this here.
Okay, here's a multi-purpose room.
It's true. That's very true. This is where we do our team conferences. All the disciplines, physician, nursing, PTOT, ST, social work, we all meet once a week, discuss every single patient, where we are we making improvements, are we having trouble, do we have some barriers we need to deal with, that sort of stuff. So that happens in there. So this is like the hot room where we solve things. We might move somebody's discharge date because we want to keep them longer. Unfortunately, we might have to say we need to keep them less because they're not making enough progress, but that's what happens there. That's the brains of the organization. Okay. We have bariatric furniture. We also have bariatric shower chairs, commodes, wheelchairs, everything else that we would need. This is our beds will
Are you good?
low.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
That was my favorite thing. You're the only one that's ever going to ask me that. Only a therapist would ask me.
Only a therapist would say.
So this is the main gym space. We have lots of little satellite areas, but main gym space. So we have occupational therapy toys over here. This harness here, they're demonstrating it here, but is a Bioness vector system. So it's actually a harness system. There's a little trolley that runs along this track. And so essentially I can put you in a harness and suspend you from the ceiling and off weight you however much I need to for you to be able to maintain your balance if you're not ready to walk on your own yet. There's a cool video that's playing there that you might want to watch. They got a patient just moving in it. So this track goes all along. The patient can walk all the way along the track, turn around, and the trolley just turns with them and walk all the way back. It'll adjust the height, so you could have somebody walking along, go up and over the stairs and back down, and the trolley will just adapt to all of that. It's really amazing stuff. So that's pretty cool. That's going on over there. And then on the other side, we have the parallel bars and that kind of stuff. This is the secret hiding spot for sure. Go for it. Yes, but only in this unit, not
So imagine this here.
Yeah, it's going to be installed eventually.
She said it goes up around here.
Yeah, on this track. So it'll have the capability of being over this treadmill.
Bionic.
Well, I can send you that.
That's what I'm saying. Super bionic pointer.
Chris.
That is so cool.
Yeah, take it.